So never get stuck on what to say in your DMs again. How many times have you been like biting your nails, like what the hell am I supposed to say to this person? Conversational structure, being a professional salesperson, imagine you could just leverage that with AI, and every single step of the way on a conversation, you have the perfect way to get back to them, the perfect question to ask, okay? Being like a sales therapist, right? This is why what I teach in the organic side of things, we're integrating that with AI, with the AI Samurai, and this is what we're teaching right now, okay? So I'm giving away this documentation. Thank you for coming through, by the way. You have it in your email right now, and this documentation is gonna blow you away. It's gonna look like this, and when you come through here, we're going to go through this really quickly, okay? So congratulations. Make sure to jump into our Social Samurai Academy group too, okay? You can go to, facebook.com/groups/FB Growth Now. If you want to type it in manually, I would just suggest clicking on the link in the email that you have right now at your disposal, okay? So we're gonna come in here. I go right to the point on things, okay? I'm no stories, no webinars, no BS. I'm just getting right to the point. Hey, we can talk stories in the DMs, all right? That would be something outside of using AI for, okay? Voice clips, that's another thing. We're gonna use voice clips a lot, okay? In the way that we do things in the Social Samurai Academy. But we're just gonna get right to it. So we have a exclusive prompt, okay? Nobody's really doing this right now. I've never seen this out there in the wild. So you're getting this exclusive from us. And so I'm gonna come in here and we're gonna show you exactly how to set this up so you never have to be stuck on any conversation anymore. And I'm gonna go through an actual conversation right here. We're gonna go through, so we're gonna use Sandy as an example, and we're gonna see what we can say next to move along the conversation, okay? So, I mean, this is wild. This is like, you're gonna be a sales professional. Now you have the leverage of being a sales professional because you have the delay behind the screen to be able to copy and paste some messages, put it into AI, ChatGPT, and have it output a message, and then you copy that back into the DMs. Or you say the voice clip. And I really think that voice clips, I really highly recommend voice clips. But text, oh my God, both ways really work, okay? Both modalities are amazing, but I really suggest voice clips. And we get all into that in the Facebook Samurai. And so a lot of people are jumping through everything that we're doing over here. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, sales content code, okay? The content code and the AI Samurai. So this is advanced, but simplistic at the same time. We're gonna go in and we're gonna set this up. So make sure you have an account at ChatGPT. Very easy. If you don't know how to do this yet, I mean, I don't know how you don't have ChatGPT yet, okay? So click on chat.openai. I have this on the documentation. So I'm gonna do this. We're gonna put this to the side. Okay, so we're gonna click new chat at the top left here, right? We have a new chat going on. We're going to go and we're gonna paste the full prompt in here. And so you can read through this. I really recommend you read through the material, but we're just gonna get right to it so you know exactly how to utilize this, okay? And so instead of just giving you documentation on this thank you video, we're gonna give you exactly how to do this very simply. So here's the full prompt, okay? So I'm gonna copy this. We're gonna copy this bad boy right into ChatGPT. We're gonna hit enter. And right off the bat, before we start, ask me, what specifically are you promoting and who do you help? All right? So got it. I'm your social selling assistant, ready to help with real human convos that actually feel good to have. Before we dive in, what specifically are you promoting and who do you help? All right, so you're gonna always wanna answer this. We're gonna always plug in and customize it and tailor it for you. This is really unique stuff. So for me, I'm gonna say I am an organic social media coach that focuses on working with human behavior and simplicity to get results very quickly, even with little to no following. Let's press enter. Perfect, that gives me a clear picture. You're helping people, likely coaches, affiliate marketers, or network marketers, exactly, grow their business organically, even if they're starting small. Whenever you're ready, just drop in a message someone sent you, a convo goal like re-engaging an old lead or a follow-up, okay? Or tell me who you want to start a convo with, like new friends, story viewers, engagers, people that engage on your post. See how I freaking formatted this for you? This is absolutely wild. This is very unique. I'm very excited about this. And I'm just giving away this bad boy for free. So just make sure you have access. Make sure you have this in your email and everything, and you can follow along on the second screen. So we're gonna go in here and we're gonna do this. I'm gonna do a multi-pronged approach. Instead of just copying one message, I'm gonna give a little more context, a little deeper context to this, okay? So just to show you that you don't have to just copy one message, you can tell it. We've been going back and forth a little bit, and this is where we're at in the conversation now. You can do all that. You don't have to be rigid like rock, flow like water, okay? This is how we do it. I know I always butcher the Bruce Lee quote, but this is how we do it here. So where are we at in this conversation? I gave her an offer a little while ago. So she said, thank you for the offer. I just signed up for a 6-week coaching. She said that back in April. So I'm going to say this, okay? I'm going to say, she said, colon. I'm going to enter, thank you for the offer. This was a while ago. Just talk to it like a human, okay? You don't have to be rigid. Everybody else is giving you these very specific prompts and like, just talk to it like a human. I'm going off the cuff with this, okay? This was a while ago. And the latest message she just said, just to maybe give it more context to tie it in. And let's see what it says, okay? Haha, I get that. There's something kind of nice about that quieter chapter. Do you feel like it's more of a recharge season, or are you channeling that energy into something new? Also, not sure if the timing's better now than when we last chatted, but I've got something coming up that's super light, simple, if you're ever open to peak. No stress either way, right? And I would modify that a little bit, but that's an unbelievable answer. So we're gonna do another example. So, okay, this is somebody I just connected with, okay? Professional trainer and sales coach, right? I keep it very light. Thanks so much for the connection here. I go in the, in this case, I didn't really see too much in the profile. Is really going fast, connecting through a bunch of people there. Hey, Trevor, I'm a professional trainer and sales coach as well. How long have you been working as a coach? So I'm just gonna do that. So we're gonna copy her message. We're gonna plug this into ChatGPT. I'm just gonna say this. Next person says, colon, right? Just to give it enough context. I think it'd be fine without that. Here's a natural reply. Hey, love that. Sounds like we probably speak a similar language. Been doing this a few years now, mainly helping, and you can augment this. I mean, for me, it's more than 10 years. Mainly helping people simplify social plus get quick results without needing a big following. See, because we plugged in what we needed to say at the very beginning when we put in that initial prompt. What kind of clients do you usually coach? More corporate or solopreneurs? So look at this. And see, I'm going to augment this. See, I've been doing this for more than 10, actually. So always augment it a little bit, right? If you need to. And so we're going to, you can go back and forth. This is one of the easiest. I mean, I'm telling you, there's so much leverage in this. You're literally augmenting yourself. And you're turning yourself into, you're like a transhuman now. You're turning yourself into a professional salesperson, and when you're behind the screen, you have a little delay time. So when you get on a call or something, that's a little different. And you should learn the sales process anyway. And I do teach people to still, have memory on this, okay? To actually memorize what we do with our structured conversation. And I do teach that in the Facebook Samurai. Organic, Facebook Samurai Mastermind, the organic training there. But do you see the power behind this? You're augmenting yourself. You're becoming a sales professional without having to be. You could literally be right here and then go on your phone. Hey, love that. Sounds like we probably speak a similar language. I've been doing this a few years now and mainly helping people simplify social, get quick results without needing a big following. What kind of clients do you usually coach? Are you more corporate or are you doing solopreneurs? See, I can kind of read off a script and sound unscripted, and you want to get to that because honestly, scripts are so important. People don't want to do scripts. I mean, all the actors are scripted. We don't know that they're, they memorize their lines and they sound very convincing when they're in the movie. So really use scripts. And this is why voice clips are so powerful for this. Let's do another example then. Okay. See, we're just going to do a couple more examples. So with Lynn, we're just going to copy this bad boy in. Now for the next person, colon, boom. I don't think you're going to have to do that, but I just put that in there just to make sure the AI never gets confused. So what I'm going to do for this one, okay, check this out. I'm going to go on the phone and do it. I'm going to do a voice clip. I'm going to search her. I'm not going to say that sounds epic. You can change the language a little bit on the fly. Hey, Lynn, that sounds amazing. You know, I totally agree. Podcast guesting is such a powerful way to really build trust and authority, you know, without having to do all the heavy lifting of starting your own show. So what kind of entrepreneurs are you aiming to help with? Like are more early stage folks or people who already have traction? And then the optional light CTA, depending on vibe. Let me know if you ever want to jam on the organic side. I would never use the word jam. So again, just flow like water, don't be rigid like rock. What would you say instead of jam, right? I'll say talk about, right? So I'm gonna do this. I'm just gonna say, do another voice clip here. And also, Lynn, you know, let me know if you ever wanna, you know, talk a little bit about the organic side of visibility, you know, because I help people build that trust piece really fast, even with a small audience. Might be some cool overlap there, but either way, cheering you on. It sounds awesome. It gives me goosebumps. It's so empowering to have this. So do you see how powerful this is? So I have all the quick tips for best results. I have a niche specific example scenario in here. I think you're gonna get a lot of it just from this video that I showed you anyway. For a company called Trinant, I actually just put Trinant in there. If you need any specific one-on-one help, I have your back, okay? So you can come to me. Even in this here, you can actually DM me right here within the Q&A, in the frequently asked questions. You can actually just click this link and just go and DM me from the document very easily. So if you want the full AI Samurai, and most people are actually jumping into everything right now, but I have a little cool offer going on here for you. Create content fast with text-based visual AI tools. Master the 4 styles of content with the Samurai content framework, okay? Imagine having a 30-day content calendar that you can literally come up with in 5 to 10 minutes. And then you have content for the next 30 days. Obviously, there's gonna be some iteration on this. It's not gonna be perfect, but I mean, you know how much time it takes to come up with 30 pieces of content pre-AI? So when you do it correctly and you have the Samurai way of doing things with AI, your whole game changes with the business, okay? I've been doing this a long time. I've been using AI at least 20 times a day. I don't use Google anymore, by the way, barely ever. And so I'm right in the trenches with you. And I really help, even on a one-on-one level. People have access to me more than they think, okay? Lifetime content updates, lifetime access, lifetime support from me personally. Generate viral hooks, post image prompts that actually stand out, okay? Dominate the algorithm with our comment GPT strategy, where you can use this kind of thing, but for comments, and even at the very end of the comment, if you didn't add them yet as a friend, you can even have it go, hey, it'd be really cool to connect, only if that's okay with you though, right? And different variations. And so you just copy and paste the comment. Like if there's a long, are you gonna read these long posts that people have? You don't have time for that. You copy it into ChatGPT like we did with the conversation here. And you come up with an amazing comment that does not sound AI at all. It sounds like it's coming from you. And then it invites them to connect with you, and you can make so many connections. So that's why people fuse the AI Samurai with the Facebook Samurai, with the Instagram Samurai, my other courses, my master classes, and a lot of people come into the Black Belt Samurai. Build 30-day email campaigns in one sitting. I mean, I'm telling you, in 10 minutes, you can have a 30-day email campaign if you're a little more advanced. And I can teach you how to do all of that also if you want to create funnels, if you want to build email campaigns, like I can really help you there, okay? Not for free, but I'm way, investment cost is way cheap, way less than everybody out there, I would say, okay? I mean, I want to give back, and I want people screaming the Samurai name from the top of the mountain. So you can click here for more information from the documentation, okay? And there's a little bit more here, okay? And you can read all that. So when you click on the link, we come over here, okay? So watch the video on the next. If this really does resonate with you and you got a lot of value from this and you're like, oh my God, this is crazy. I mean, I'm getting goosebumps just doing it on the screen with you right now, right? So this stuff is crazy to me, and I came up with it. So I don't see anybody else doing this. So, and I've really carved out a very unique way of doing things, going back to simplicity, working with human behavior. I wake up in the morning. How many people's vibration can I raise today? Right? Before any strategy and everything that that I implement, that I have at muscle memory now. It's It's like the first intention, the only intention is like, how many people can I raise the vibration of today? How many people can I make feel better through many, many different means? Education, entertainment, edutainment, you know, just making them laugh, just not having any expectations for income, okay? And that's when it all starts flowing. That's when everything starts happening for your business, okay? And so if anything, you know, if all of this resonates with you and you're serious about what you're doing with your business, really suggest, you know, check out this little video there, scroll to the very bottom, and it may surprise you on how little the investment cost is, all right? And after you go through, there's gonna be another little deal. This is all limited time. Another little deal where you can actually get everything else, the Facebook, Instagram, Samurai, everything else I was talking about before. The organic side, we wanna fuse the organic side of what we do on the organic social media, which I do all screen recording, click by click, keystroke by keystroke, like I'm in the room with you, instead of this concept, framework, fluff kind of training that most of these quote unquote gurus are doing out there, talking about their story, putting you in a 1 hour webinar. I go right to the point on everything that I do, and I do screen record. I go right into Facebook on the platform itself, into Instagram on the platform itself, and show you the daily action plan, show you the specific leverage points and strategies that I've been doing for over a decade to be able to be full-time in line and live in, you know, Puerto Vallarta now. And, you know, so let's get a little more freedom in your life, and let's move on from there. So it's kind of funny. I maybe should change that thumbnail there, right? But yeah, so I have your back here, and I hope you enjoyed. All right. So if you have any questions, you go to the documentation. There's a link in there. You can click on the m.me link to get a hold of me, okay? Or we've already been talking maybe in the DMs. Anyway, we'll see you on the other side. Thanks for watching.